Hi everyone, welcome to Numeric Learning, and in today's Do Math With Me series, let us solve a few questions from the chapter Real Numbers of Class 10. I would really want you to take your notebooks and solve with me because that's the whole purpose of starting the series, so that you are able to spend 20 minutes of your time dedicatedly towards the subject and you're able to get into the routine of practicing every day. So let's start the first problem, that is a word problem with respect to LCM and HCF. So the question is, Ashok has two vessels, 720 ml and 405 ml of milk. Milk is to be poured into glasses of equal capacity to their brim. Find the minimum number of glasses which can be filled with milk. Okay, now what is given is Ashok has got two huge vessels of milk, and this milk has to be poured into small glasses, right? Glasses of equal capacity up to their brim. What is the minimum number of glasses which can be filled with milk? So your thought process has to be, can the capacity of milk be greater than the given data? Can the capacity of the milk which will be contained in one glass, will that value be greater than the given data or will it be lesser than the given data? Obviously, the required answer, that is the capacity of milk which that will be contained in those equal glasses, is going to be lesser than the given data. So if the required answer is less than the given data, you have to go for HCF. So HCF of 405 and 720 will give you what is the maximum capacity of milk that can be poured into one of the glass. Okay, so let us do the prime factorization of 405. So 405, start with 3. So 3 ones are 3, 3 threes are 9, and then 3 fives are 15. Again 3, so 3 fours are 12, 3 fives are 15. Again 3, so 3 ones are 3, and then 3 fives are 15. Again 3 and then 5. 5 is a prime number, you stop your factorization there. So for 720, start with 2. So 2 threes are 6, 2 6 are 12, again 2, 2 ones are 2, 80, and then again 2, 90, again 2, 45, and then 3, 15, again 3, 5. Okay, so you have got the prime factorization of 405 is nothing but 3 to the power 4 multiplied by 5. And 720, the prime factorization is 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 to the power 4 multiplied by 3 square multiplied by 5. So since you don't have a prime factor of 2 in 405, I am going to add 2 to the power 0 here, just to make sure my prime factors are equal across. So 2 is common, 3 is common, and 5 is also common. Now let me write the HCF. For HCF, you have to take the lowest power. Lowest power of the common prime factor. So for 2, what is the lowest power? It's 2 to the power 0. For 3, what is the lowest power? With 3 as a prime factor, the lowest power is 3 square. So 3 to the power 2. And for 5, it is 5. So the answer is going to be 3 square, which is 9, multiplied by 5, that is 45. You have to write the unit, it is milliliter. Since 405 and 720, these two values for which you calculated the HCF, these are in milliliters. Okay, so the answer will always also be in milliliter. But then you are not asked what should be the maximum capacity of milk poured into the glass such that the number of glasses are minimum. That is not what is asked. What you are asked is the number of glasses. So let us write the minimum number of glasses needed will be 7. First of all, for the first vessel, 720. So 720 divided by 45 plus, what is the second value? For the second vessel, it is 405. So 405 divided by 45. Okay, you have to just add it up. It will give you the number of glasses. So for 45, when you divide 720 and 45, 720 divided by 45. Okay, first let's cancel with 3 or 5. Okay, so 5 nines are 45. Again, 5 ones are 5. Again, 5 fours are 20. Again, 5 fours are 20. Okay, so 9 ones are 9. And then 54, 9 6 are 54. So the answer will be 16 here. Plus 405 divided by 45. So cancel with 5. 5 nines are 45. 5, 8 and 1. So 9 nines are 81. So it's 9. So 16 plus 9, which is 25. So 25 minimum number of glasses with each glass of 45 ml is what is asked. Okay, so find the minimum number of glasses that can be filled such that you have minimum number of glasses and all the glasses have equal capacity of milk to be filled. So you have calculated 25 is the final answer. Let's move on to the next question. The LCM of 12x cube y square and 18x to the power p y cube is given you. 36x to the power 4 y cube. Find the number of integer values of p. So let's do it. Very easy question. So 12x cube y square. Okay, you have to factorize it. 12 can be written as 4 into 3. So 2 square multiplied by 3 multiplied by x cube multiplied by y square. And your 18x to the power p y cube can be written as, you can write it as, is it 18? Yeah. Okay, so 18 you can write it as 2933. So 2 multiplied by 3 square multiplied by x to the power p multiplied by y cube, right? So the LCM of these two is given to be 36x to the power 4 y cube. So 36, let's do the prime factorization. So 18, 2, 9 and then 3, 3. So it is 2 square multiplied by 3 square multiplied by x to the power 4 multiplied by y cube. Okay. Now you have to find, okay. So normally for LCM what we would take is the highest power, right? The highest power of all the prime factors, of all prime factors. Highest power. So for 2 if you take the highest power, it's 2 square, so 2 square. For 3 if you take the highest power is 3 square, so 3 to the power 2, correct. So for y, again the highest power is y cube. So the highest power will be your LCM. Now if you compare x cube and 3 and p, the highest has to be 4, right? If you compare. So what you have to write it, the maximum value of 3 comma p is supposed to be 4. So what would be the value of p such that the maximum is 4? Its p is going to be 4. Okay. So the answer is p equal to 4. Right? Okay. So always remember for LCM you have to take the highest power of all the prime factors. Please pause the video and try each of these sums yourself. Okay. Let's move on to the next question. So the HCF of x plus 2 into x square minus 7x plus k and x minus 3 into x square plus 3x plus L is x plus 2 into x minus 3. Okay. So you have to find the value of k and L. Find k and L is the question. Let's do it. Okay. So HCF you are given as x plus 2 multiplied by x minus 3 is the HCF of these two functions. So let one of the function be f of x. Okay, f of x is nothing but x plus 2 into x square minus 7x plus k, the variable k. And let your g of x, the second function, be equal to x minus 3 multiplied by x square plus 3x plus L. Okay. So let us substitute the value of this function with the x value of the HCF. Okay, so x plus 2, right? X plus 2 equal to 0. So what will be the value of x? It will be minus 2. So let's take f of minus 2. If you substitute minus 2 in this function, the answer will be 0 because minus 2 into plus 2 will be 0. Okay. And then let's calculate for, so x plus 2 equal to 0. So x equal to minus 2. Okay. And the other one is x equal to plus 3. These are the two values that we can put it in the function so that we get the value of k and l. Now let us substitute f of 3. Okay, if you substitute f of 3 in f of x function, what will you get? You will get 3 plus 2, which is 5, multiplied by 3 square, 9, minus 7 into 3 plus k. Okay, this is equal to 0. Okay, so 5 multiplied by 9 minus 21 plus k equal to 0. So this 5 will go to the other end, it will be a 0. So minus 12 plus k equal to 0 and k equal to plus 12. Okay, so this is that's the value of k. The same way, let us calculate for g of x. So g of 3 will be 0. So if you substitute 3 here, 3 minus 3 is 0. Let's calculate what is the value of g of minus 2. G of minus 2. That will get you the value. G of minus 2 will be equal to 0. So minus 2 minus 3 multiplied by minus 2 the whole square. You're just substituting instead of x minus 2 here. Okay. So 4 and then plus 3 multiplied by minus 2 plus L equal to 0. So what is it? Minus 5 multiplied by 4 minus 6. 4 minus 6, it's minus 2 plus L equal to 0. So minus 5 will go to the other end. So minus 2 plus L equal to 0 and L equal to 2. Okay. So what are the values? The required answer is k equal to 12 and L equal to 2. This is your final answer. Okay, so very easy. Whatever is the HCF given, from there you can find out the variable value for which the function will be equal to 0. Okay. So hope you understood. This is a different kind of a question, but if you have practiced this type, you'll definitely be able to do it. Let's move on to the next question. Find the LCM of, very easy, 18x square y cube and 8x cube y square. So for 18x square y cube, let's do the prime factorization of 18. So 2, 9, again 3, 3. So 2 multiplied by 3 square is the prime factorization of 18. And then you have a x square and then you have a y cube. For 8x cube y square, I will write 8 as 2 cube multiplied by x cube multiplied by y square multiplied by 3 to the power 0. I just want to make the powers equal. Okay, now let me calculate the LCM. LCM will be the highest of all the powers. So, what is the highest power of 2? It is 2 to the power 3. What is the highest power of 3? 3 square. What is the highest power of x? X cube. And what is the highest power of y? Y cube. So, 8 into 9 into x cube into y cube. So, 9 8s are 72 x cube y cube. That's your answer. Okay. Let us move on to the next question. Find the HCF of 24a square b and 32ab square. So 24a square b can be written as 24. Do the prime factorization. So 2, 6, again 2, 3. So it is 2 cube multiplied by 3 multiplied by a square multiplied by b. For 32 ab square, it is 2 to the power 5 multiplied by a multiplied by b square. I'm going to make the prime factors in both the numbers equal. So I'll put it 3 to the power 0. Okay. So now the HCF will be the lowest power. So for 2, what is the lowest power? Look at the powers of 2. Which is the lowest? It's 2 cube. So 2 cube. For 3, what is the lowest power? Here it is 3 to the power 1. Here it is 3 to the power 0. So the lowest power is 3 to the power 0. For A, it is A and A square. So A. For B, it's B. Okay, so 8, 2 cube is 8. 8AB is your HCF. Okay, so very, HCF LCM questions are very, very easy. You should practice it more, however. Okay, one more last question. There is an assertion reason statement. Assertion is nothing but if the HCF of two numbers is 5 and their product is 150, then the LCM is 40. Let us see for the assertion statement if it is correct or not. So according to the assertion statement, we know if you have two positive numbers, then LCM, the product of LCM into HCF is equal to the product of the two numbers P and Q. So what is given? HCF of two numbers you are given as 5 and the product of two numbers you are given as 150. Let's check what is the LCM. So LCM will be 150 divided by 5. So 5 3s are 50. Okay, so LCM is 30 and not 40, right? So your assertion is false. Okay, so the assertion statement is false. And what is the reason? For every two positive integers P and Q, LCM into HCF is nothing but its product of HCM and LCM is the product of the two numbers. So your reason is true. Reason is true. So what will be the answer? If your reason is true and your assertion is false, then the option will be the option D. Okay, that will be your, and these rules will be given to you already. So hope you understood. Please do try these questions yourself and leave your comment. I really would love to hear your feedback on this daily math practice series that I'm taking. I would love to hear from you. What is your feedback? Are you able to do all the questions? And can we continue this series? Is this being helpful? Please do post your feedback in the comments and do support by sharing it with all your friends and please do subscribe. Thank you. Happy learning.